Hello, folks. It's James here. I should say that when I'm in the chair, shouldn't I? Welcome to the Movie Mad channel. And today we are going to be looking at shelf 22, I think it is, of my complete Blu-ray, DVD, 4K collection. Part one, because I say there's too much on these double shelves to do in one video. So we're just going to go over and start on that now. And I have got another new t-shirt that my wife got me from Poundland. It was £3. And it says Thor. It says, just like the god that I am. Let's move on for that, because a god wouldn't just spend an hour trying to make a western short and failing to add the music and then giving up. So let's move on to shelf 22, part 1, and we'll do that. Maybe I'll be a bit more successful. Thanks, guys. Right, I was thinking I would just have a nice bottle of water, but you know what? I think it's time for a nice cup of tea time before we start. So I'm going to pause, make a cup of tea, but you'll not know that because I'll be back in about 2 seconds, and then we'll get started on shelf 22. I'm back, and you may have noticed I've shifted a couple of things about because it just made more sense just while I was doing that up the top there. So, with the odd exception, you'll probably notice what this first top section is, and that is the Will Smith section. But with such a complicated system and not much space for the movies I really like, Plane, Trains and Automobiles is up there. That's a classic. Steve Martin, John Candy. The bit where the car goes on fire, I think that's hilarious. But I've heard there's a 4K that, but I've heard the transfer is not very good. But, you know, I don't like to, people say that, things like that all the time, but we say it about other ones, but I've always felt I prefer to make my own opinion, and I think everybody should. If you want to get the Planes, Trains and Automobiles on 4K, do it and have a look. See for yourself. Classic iRobot. I really like this one. It's I think it's good. I'm a Will Smith fan. Just wish he would do what he done, but there you go. So iRobot, I've got a wee story about that. I got that for my wife's Christmas because I used to buy things like that for my wife all the time. She used to watch them on DVD, and I went into HMV and I bought it, and I wrapped it up for Christmas. And when she got it, there was this red thing on the side, and I didn't know what it was, and I couldn't get it off. And it turned out they'd left the security thing on, so we couldn't watch it. And I ended up wrecking the case to get it off, and I was like, oh, and this is the times when DVDs were 20-25 quid, or it was close to that, something like that. But so now we have the Blu-ray, so we don't need to worry about that, do we? We then have Hitch. What I say, I've seen that, but I don't think I have. No, I have seen it. But it just didn't strike me as a memorable one. I do remember liking it though. So that's maybe one that I can give a rewatch. I Am Legend, I should really get this on 4K. This is, zombie apocalypse type of thing is my thing. And I have just never seen it for a good price yet, but when I do, that is one I will upgrade. I do enjoy I Am Legend, especially the alternative ending, and there is also going to be a second one, isn't there? Coming up soon. After Earth, Poundland special, Steelbook, £2. Jaden Smith almost got emancipated for his father for making that movie, didn't he? I didn't think it was that bad, to be honest with you. well, it wasn't great, but you know, it's Steelbook is sitting there. Hancock, I quite enjoyed that. The alternative superhero. I do prefer when I'm doing my shelves and I just pull them out sideways so you can see better. I think that's a better way, but we can't do that with the ones up the top here, so we'll just have to do this bit for now, and then we'll move along. £7, which I've got recently. Great movie, I think. And again, the common theme, movies I like, fathers in hardship. The Pursuit of Happiness. That's a really good movie. Let's move along a bit. Oh, you see my wall? I'm sure that's of interest. So we start off with the Men in Black movies. We've got Men in Black. The first one I think is good. The second one I also think is good. And Roy very kindly sent me the 4K of Men in Black 3. And I actually really enjoy this one as well. Time travel is my sort of thing. I thought this was really good. A lot of people don't, but I enjoy it. I would combine these ones, you know, in my cases, but I've got the DVDs in there, so I can't really do that with these ones. You know, just to save a bit of space. But so there we go. What do we got next? A sort of little Mark Wahlberg section. I've got Two Guns. Can't remember much about that one. Charlie's deciding to take flight. 22 Mile. Decent movie, I quite enjoyed it. Classic Boogie Nights with Burt Reynolds. A lot of people didn't like this one. Not the one, not Shooter. Shooter's good. I do enjoy Shooter. I think that's got a 4K as well. I'm not quite sure. And we also have The Happening. Again, people didn't like this one, but I did. It's an M. Night Shyamalan film. I thought it was pretty good. So let's slide along a little bit more. Right, focus things. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? Here we go. We have got this one. Step Brothers is a comedy I've not seen yet, but it's in the collection. Maybe we'd decase it, but it's got 2 discs, and I'm trying not to decase the 2 disc ones because it's just hassle to put 2 discs in a Polly Pocket. We then have Raya the Last Dragon, which I've not watched. I'm not sure where I got that one from, to be honest with you. I can't quite remember. Should be really up in the Disney section, in the animated section, shouldn't it? Stop going out of focus. We then have Kevin Bacon, Meryl Streep, and The River Wild. Got this recently. I forgot about this movie. I used to watch this on Sky quite a lot, and it just suddenly disappeared off my radar. And then I was thinking about it. I think it was because Roy was making 5 River movie shorts, and then I thought, what about this one? And then I got it. Not watched it yet for a while though. Oh, my Dusk Till Dawn 2 when I thought I was ordering Dusk Till Dawn 1. And it's Robert Patrick in this one, but I haven't actually seen this for a long time. As far as what I remember is it's not anywhere near as good as the first. We then have one that I got at the charity shop. I've not watched it. Journey to the Far Side of the Sun. Another charity shop pickup, which is in my Jerry Bruckheimer collection, which is Pearl Harbor. This feels like it's only got 1 disc. It does. Should take the sticker off it too, shouldn't I? Really? Yeah. Right, there we go. Sticker gone. He says as he butchers it, so I'll have to do it again later. Reservoir Dogs. Again, a movie I've not seen for a long time. Martin sent me this one. The original Waterloo with Christopher Plummer, Orson Welles. Now, the reason this one is sealed is I actually have a digital copy of that one and I've watched it recently. But I would like to see what the Blu-ray looks like. But I have watched this really recently, and again, I like to hopefully forget films and do that. Just give me 2 secs. Sorry about that. I have to tell the kids to politely quiet down in my polite, quiet voice. 13 hours. Secrets of Soldiers of Benghazi. I've watched this recently, but I can't remember much about it. I really need to work on my memory here. Or maybe I'm just not... Maybe I've just got too many. That is possible. Let's move along to the next bit. Before my old knees give out. Oh. Here we are. We have... You can't see the top here. I'll bring it down. Could just increase this height right enough. Let's just increase the height of it. There we go. We have the Blues Brothers. I'm going to be honest with you. I think this movie's terrible. I don't like it. I got it in the charity shop for 10 for £1, and I kept it here, and it's got a slipcase on it. That's probably still where it's cased. But I don't like it. Sorry for anyone who's a fan, but I just didn't. Larry Crown, I've not watched that yet, but that's Julia Roberts and Tom Hanks, and that's up there because you'll see in a minute there's a little bit of Tom Hanks section below it, and I can't fit in. Benedict Cumberbatch in The Fifth Estate. Who is he playing again? Julian Assange. Another conspiracy theory movie. I think this is a great movie, The Fifth Estate. Hellboy. Not watched it for a long time. Marley and Me. Jennifer Aniston, Owen Wilson. One of my wife's favourites, but I haven't watched that for ages. I don't think I've even seen the whole thing on that one. Batman the movie. Original Adam West one. We then have Eraser Reborn. I kept this out because I was going to watch it and I've just not got around to it yet. So that was a really good gift from my subscribers. Thanks for that. A lot of people think, well, I don't know what to say that, but if you send me a movie, I'm going to watch it. And I am going to watch it, but sometimes it takes me a little while to get to it. So apologies for that. But I do like it. I like the first one. And my wife really likes the guy that's in this. I don't know why. So she said she wanted to watch it with me. So that's probably why I saved it. And the last one I got in the charity shop. Roy said this is a really good movie and it trades him for quite a bit of money in Centuries. And I really should watch that too, but I haven't. But, these things happen. I can even get the label of that one. I can. No, I can't without ripping it. Right, I'm just going to pause it and then we'll move on to the bottom bit. And you might see a little common theme in those bottom bits anyway. Here we are, we continue. And can you see the common theme in this shelf? Show me the money! Show me the money! Jerry Maguire. Great movie, I do enjoy that one. It's also got, Bridget Jones in it. Renée Zellweger, isn't it? We have a random Mission Impossible Rogue Nation sitting there. But there is more on the back of the shelf. So that's probably why. There you go. We then have the first... Well, let's put these round the right way, shall we? Look, the first Jack Reacher with Tom Cruise. I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed the second one as well. On there, but I have to say, the new guy who's doing the series is more the correct type of character Jack Reacher should be. Not saying that Tom Cruise didn't do a good job. It's just his height and his size doesn't really sit well with the theme. He's supposed to be huge and he's not. So there you go. Rain Man with Dustin Hoffman, absolute classic, really good. Love that one. What was I going to say? Counting cards. Oh, yeah. And then we have Jack Nicholson, Tom Cruise, and Demi Moore, and A Few Good Men. Move a bit closer. There we go. You can't handle the truth. Great movies, great movies. Got this in 3D, The Mummy. Everybody said it was a terrible film. Did I agree? I thought it was watchable. Now to one of my favourites. Now, I have got this on 4K because Larry kindly sent it to me. But this is the 3D. So I was keeping the 3D and it's got a great lenticular on it, hasn't it? So, you know, I do have doubles in movies, and this one is one I'm keeping because it's got doubles. And I've got 3D in it, and I've got the Blu-ray, and I've got the DVD. So that would be a hard one to decase, and I wouldn't do that with a lenticular on it either, even though I've got that on another shelf. Another one that I want to upgrade to 4K eventually, when I see it for a decent price, is War of the Worlds. Again, I enjoyed this one. Again, you think about a dad, but he's a deadbeat dad, isn't he? Try to do the best in a disaster. I like when he's making the sandwiches and then he thinks he's doing good and getting something every somebody and they both go, they're not hungry. How often does that happen in real life? Yeah. Another great one I enjoy, Minority Report. I'm definitely a Tom Cruise fan. Night and Day. I haven't seen that for a while. Risky Business. Now, this could have gone in the Brad Pitt section, but it is in the Tom Cruise section. Interview with a Vampire. I'm a bit high, aren't I? Can't really get this stand any lower than this, sorry guys. So I just have to pull back a bit. Then we go into the Nicolas Cage section. Here we go. World Trade Center. Good movie, I think. National Treasure 2. Good, but not as good as the first. I really enjoy this. I watch this over and over. If you go back on my channel, you'll see me making a whole video and edit and everything like that, which not many people watched. But I like this movie, and that's why I've done it. We then have Travolta and Cage in Face Off. Now, we have Ghost Rider here. I watched this initially when it first came out, and I absolutely hated it. But I've watched it again more recently, and my opinion changed on it. I did like it a bit better. And this is where I've done my combining, because Ghost Rider is in here, and so is the second Ghost Rider. I've just combined them into one. Bit and put thing is to save a bit of space. Come on, focus. Focus, camera, focus. Another one I really, really like is Lord of War. And he just makes his... what is it when Warlord shoots somebody right in front of him? He's obviously panicking, but he goes, "What have you done? What have you done? Now that gun's used, it's lost its value." There you go. Season of the Witch. I didn't mind that. I thought it was pretty good. Mind you, I'm a Nick Cage fan. What have we got next? We have It Could Happen to You. This was sent to me by Larry, which is really nice of him. It's a great movie with Bridget Fonda and Nicolas Cage. I've watched this several times. I just haven't opened this one up yet because I've seen it recently. Basically, it's about a cop who promises a waitress a tip if he wins the lottery, because he didn't have a tip with him. And he actually gives her it, but then things ensue and things go wrong. I really enjoy that one, I do. USS Indianapolis. I first heard about that in Jaws when Robert Shaw's doing his speech about it, and I think the USS Indianapolis has got a lot of CGI in it, but it's a good story, and I've watched it quite a few times. We then have Kick-Ass. Another good movie, I enjoy it. Next, with Nicolas Cage, Julianne Moore and Jessica Biel. I really like that one. Sort of my thing, time travel future. And it does work out really well for me. I watched that a few times. Weatherman. I'm going to think, have I watched that one yet? I think I might have, but I'm not 100% sure. Michael Caine. Nicolas Cage, I can't really tell you about it. Then we have Amber Heard and Nicolas Cage. And quite a funny movie, I enjoy it. It's just, lose your mind, forget about the world type of movie. We have Pig, which was an unusual performance for Cage. I'd like to say I liked it. I'd like to say I didn't like it, but I don't have a definitive answer on that one yet. I think I need to watch it again to do that. Hi Daisy. Daisy's rolling about on the floor there. I think she's trying to tell me she wants to go out, so we'll let her out in a second or two. We then have Leaving Las Vegas, which is what he won his Oscar for, which was another good movie. And Wind Talkers. Again, I need to get a better angle. I'm not getting enough of this in, are we? Is that better? There we go. Frozen Ground, and again, thank you to Larry for sending me this one. I say I had a copy, I click and collected, but it smelled of smoke. I really actually liked this one. I thought it was good. Chasing a Serial Killer. That is the end of my Nicolas Cage collection. I'm sure there's lots that I haven't got. There's a few in the 4K section I already have, like the Known. I'm trying to think what else I've got in 4K. My memory's terrible. I could always watch back my video and see, couldn't I? Then we move into a very small Clint Eastwood section, because I've got a lot of Clint Eastwood and other box sets. But we have Firefox, German release, great movie. Rookie, with Charlie Sheen and Clint Eastwood. Decent movie. I rewatched it recently and it wasn't good as I remember, but I still like it. Every Which Way But Loose. I still need to get the other one, which is Every Which Way You Can, but I don't have that one yet. We then have Escape from Alcatraz. I do like the ones with Clyde. And we also have the German release of In the Line of Fire. Another good Clint movie. Oh, we then move on to a small Tom Hanks section. Oh, we've got another Will Smith sneaking in here. Focus. It's about a con artist with doing a big scam. And it was pretty good. We have one of Tom Hanks' Oscars, Philadelphia, with Denzel Washington. Good movie. I said Larry Crown, I must have pushed that down there into the section. Another one I really, really enjoy. Again, I think Larry sent me that, and it's The Terminal. One I've seen on a plane, and I've got, is not opened it yet, because it was hard to get on Blu-ray, this one, but I've seen it in an HMV deal, and I managed to get a copy, so that was great. Sleepless in Seattle. We then have Roy's favourite film coming up. Don't we, Roy? Life is like a box of chocolates. I'm gonna be a shrimp boat captain. Lieutenant Dan, but you don't have any legs. I just think he plays it really well. I know Roy hates it, but I really enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed my impression there. Hope it gave you some more trepidation there, Roy. He'll be like this, shaking at the screen, going, "What are you talking about?" No, he won't. I think this is a great Tom Hanks and DiCaprio movie. Catch Me If You Can. Again, I added that to one I've tried to watch 5 or 6 times and I can't get through it. Cloud Atlas. Oh, I bet I can't watch this without my wife. As Roy said, he hadn't heard the Scottish word I used in one of my last videos. Greeting. It means crying. But she was greeting all the way through this. The Green Mile. John Coffey, that's a great one. That's another one. If I do see NSC extras under on 4K, I'll upgrade to. Captain Phillips, hostage situation one, pretty good. We come to Bridge of Spies. I liked it, but I didn't like it. I still haven't decided on it. I really need to watch this again. You know, sometimes I'm like, do I like this or do I not? Am I liking it because Tom Hanks is in it, or am I just don't like the movie? Don't know on the answer to that one. I think I might need to rewatch it. Polar Express, never actually seen it, but Tom Hanks is in it. The Post, I have seen this one, and it's a good movie. Exposing government secrets. Was it Watergate? Was this one? I can't remember. I think this was Watergate. It was. Then another great couple of movies that you can now get. I think A Man Called Otto on a German release, but these are a couple of bootleg ones that Larry sent me, and this is one of my dad's favourite films. He watches it over and over again, and that's The Greyhound. I think it's a good movie too. I really do, and you know, if they ever did release it, I'm sure I would buy the official version. But since they haven't, that's what you need to do, isn't it? And then I put Larry and Roy onto the Spicy in the Crypt, and I think they both really enjoyed it. And this is again a bootleg copy of A Man Called Otto. I believe there is a German version now on that. I'm not 100% sure. But there you go. That is the complete first half of Shelf 22, I think. And if I'm getting that wrong, I've been saying it wrong throughout the entire video, so sorry about that. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to upload my video just now. Then I'm going to try and forget about the short I spent an hour trying to do. And I'm going to have a nice relaxing afternoon. So I hope you guys too, and maybe you'll enjoy relaxing with this video. Thanks guys, and I'll catch you later.